Well, grab your jacket, get your keys, find that record you please. It's Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. Go, Johnny G, go. Find that rare one you never know at Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. Welcome back to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. We're here for the Sunday evening continuation this March 29th, 2026. Kind of like a nice day today. Actually, last couple days have been nice. A little bit windy and chilly, though, but I want to welcome you to the Sunday edition of the Vinyl Treasures Show, where I spin original vinyl 45s. We'll continue with the requests from last night, have some bonus picks for tonight, and also, what else did I want to say? I think I have a couple tributes we're going to do tonight, and let's see, I guess that's it, really. Also, an announcement, next Sunday, I will not be on. I will not be on Sunday, but I'll be on Monday, okay, Monday at 9 p.m., because I got it. I don't want to gyp those of you that made requests in the late 1950s into the early 1960s. So if you're hanging around on a Monday night, you can tune into the program. If not, it'll be on the archive. It should be. But I want to welcome you to the program tonight. And we opened up with a very cool intro. It's been sitting in my box probably for about, 15 years, I guess. I haven't played that record till the first time I bought it. I paid $12 for that 45 from Mike Demersion many, many years ago. Cool instrumental there. It's actually a suggestion by listener Larry Neal, Wax Museum, in our YouTube chat. And thank you, Larry, for mentioning that, really, as this was the house band for Alan Bubis and his cousin Reynold Bubis. They own the Champion label, okay, which is out of Nashville, Tennessee. Well, hold on a second. Got to change my thing to live chat. And their first, this is a first of two for Jimmy Beck and his orchestra. And Jimmy played tenor sax on that. It was a big, big record where Larry's from, Oklahoma City, WKY. That's 9:30, I think. WKY on the dial. Big number 4 record in that area. And really a cool tune. February 1959, Jimmy Beck and his orchestra on Champion. Pipe Dreams is the name of the tune. Sometimes Johnny G has pipe dreams to try to have all these records that I'll never own. There's a lot of records I do not have that are on my want list, but they are expensive 45. So I want to thank everybody in the chat room. And if you are new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. We'll call this the third show of the week. I was thinking of being on Thursday. That's not good. It's like Holy Thursday, and Charlene's going to be somewhere. So I'm going to do it the first week. We'll have like 2 shows in the month of April, because Bill Old will be coming in on a Thursday afternoon show, probably the last week in April. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, let's open up the vocal portion here. I had a couple of leftovers from yesterday. Johnny G babbled on quite a bit, but got a couple of leftovers from last night. So let's open up the vocal portion here with one of the two, and it's a flip side from last week's show. I played the song 1-2 I Love You, as done by this great group out of the Bronx, New York. They were called the Heartbreakers. It was for listener James Stone. Now, both sides, in my opinion, are excellent on this record. It features Paul Himmelstein on the lead. This is their easier of the 2 that they had on the Vic label. This tune written by Paul and baritone of the group, member Henry Eli. So let's open up the vocal portion from February 57. Here are the Heartbreakers on Vic. It's called Without a Cause. Here you go, the Heartbreakers.
If love was made for 2, what would I do? I think I'd be lost. Now, darling, promise me one thing, that you'll never leave me without a cause. I know that I'd be lost without you. A love like yours is hard to find. So, darling, promise me one thing,
that you will keep this thought in mind.
if love was made for 2, what would I do? I think I'd be I know that I'd be lost without you. A love like yours is hard to find. So, darling, promise me one thing,
That you will keep this thought in mind.
darling, promise me one thing, that you'll never leave me without a cause, without a cause.
Oh, that's a great record. I always, from the first time I heard Paul Himmelstein and the Heartbreakers, I just loved the tune. Then I didn't know about their second record. I ended up getting it. Spence sold me the record. I mean, it could be a little bit in better condition, but this is a nice copy, I have to say. February 1957. Paul Himmelstein on lead with the Heartbreakers on Vic Records. Without a Cause is the name of the tune. Let us continue here. Got one more from the year 1957. It was Ed Brown who emailed Johnny G. I guess on brought it to my attention. Ed brought it to my attention that Daryl George Crofts, Okay, he passed away. He was a member of Seals and Crofts. If you know that, I couldn't play a Seals and Crofts record on the Soul Show. It just really wouldn't fit. So the next best thing was kind of like a rocker tune to play here on the weekend program. That so kind of fits in here. And it was unfortunate he passed away. I think Jeff also just emailed me earlier today, but he passed away on March 25th, 2026 at the age of 87 after some surgery, maybe some type of heart surgery or whatever. And he was born in Cisco, Texas. And when he was in high school, okay, he got together with Jim Seals, who was, I guess, his high school buddy, and they would become part of Dean Beard's, I guess, instrumental group, okay, and they were called the Crew Cuts. So it was Crofts that played the drums and Seals played the sax. Okay, so they were a member of that group, and and the first record they did was called what is it? Rankin' and Scrapin'. That's what it's called, right? Did I write that right? No, Rackin' and Scrapin'. I don't know if I put a C here. No, I did not. Yes, I did. There's an N. It's not. It's Rackin', R-A-K-I-N. I wrote it wrong. Okay, I don't know why there's an N here. It's R-A-K-I-N. Rackin' and Scrapin' was the name of the tune. It came out on a local label called Ed Morrill. It was the Ed Morrill label, and then which was released in February '57. And the master, the owner would sell the master to Atlantic Records. They purchased it in April of '57, and they put it out. And that's how I have it, because I collect the Atlantic label. But anyway, so we pay tribute to the late Dash Crofts, okay, who was on drums here. April 1957. It's Dean Beard and the Crew Cuts with Rackin' and Scrapin', as suggested by Ed Brown in our YouTube chat room. So here we go, the tribute.
Well, I'm raking and scraping, skimping and saving all of my love for you. My heart keeps yearning and my lips keep burning for all kisses from you. Well, I'm raking and scraping, skimping and saving, baby, what else can I do? Well, I'm lying and crying, sighing and dying, baby, trying to get to you. My heart keeps yearning and my lips keep burning for all kisses from you. Well, I'm raking and scraping, skimping and saving, baby, what else can I do? Saving all of my love for you. My lips keep burning and my heart keeps yearning for all kisses from you. Well, I'm raking and scraping, skimping and saving, baby, what else can I do?
Okay, folks, there you go. Never played that on the program before. I had to look for that record. I did find it. I probably cleaned it a couple months ago, but it was in the box to be filed back. But there you go. That is on the drums there. Okay, on the drums was the late Darrell George Crofts. Okay, and he was a member of the Crew Cats. The Crew Cats, Dean Beard and the Crew Cats. That's on the Atlantic record label. Their first, really, I think first of three maybe on Atlantic. April 1957, Rakin' and Scrapin' is the name of the tune. Johnny G here on a Sunday. It's our second get-together of the week here. Well, actually, it's really the third. I'll be back on Wednesday. Got some I didn't answer all the emails. Got lots of emails for some soul requests here, so stay tuned for that on Wednesday evening. But let us continue here. And up next is a request for listener Liam in Australia as we head to Detroit, Michigan. This is not an easy record to find, at least on original it's not. But I bought this a long, long time ago. And for a good price, too. This is on George Braxton's Teen Life label. He also owned the Fox label. There's some cool records on Fox. And also the Brax label. There's some cool records on that label, too. But he also had, in addition to the labels, he had a magazine. Okay, and the magazine was called Teen Life. And was like kind of like a teen magazine, like Teen magazine was, I guess. But he named the label after the magazine, called this the Teen Life label. The group was called the Serenators. Now, not the group that recorded for Red Robin Deluxe or Swing Time. Different group than that. Totally different. Now, both sides of this 45, which Liam did request, were written by the lead singer of the group. His name is James E. Perry. This one from 1958. We'll send it out to Liam. The Serenators on Teen Life. It's called Love Me Now. Here you go, Liam, for you. The Serenators. Johnny G getting caught here right in the beginning of the program. It never fails. It never fails. But there you go. The sound of the Serenators there, 1958, going out to Liam in Australia. Love Me Now is the name of the tune. That's on the Teen Life record label there. I think there is one other. Is there another record on this label? I don't know. I'm trying to think if I saw it on 45 Cat. That is James E. Perry on lead. He also wrote the tune. We'll play the flip side next week. So, well, next Monday it'll be. Let us continue here for a Sunday evening as we are in the 1958 block. And let's fill a request for listener Carol Clark. Okay, hello, Carol Clark. And this is on a label owned by the writing team, a great writing team of Doc Pomus and Mort Schumann. Wrote so many great tunes for a lot of people. Okay, now it was called RNB Records. R letter NB Records. Now, this group included Doc Green Jr. Let's see if you can name where some of these members were. What other group where did this group end up, these members? Doc Green Jr., okay, Ellsbury Hobbs, Benjamin Earl Nelson, of course, he's really Benny King, and Charlie Thomas. And then there was one other group member of this group here. He was an X5 Crowns lead singer. Okay, his name was James Papa Clark. Okay, collectively the group was known as the Crowns, and they had a great two-sided 45. This tune co-written by the lead singer, and the lead singer on this is James Papa Clark. So this is by request for Carol Clark. This is from February 1958. Here are the Crowns on R&B. It's called I'll Forget About You. Here you go.
Dip, 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 dip.
Cool tune that is. Yeah, lots of great requests tonight. Listen, that's a great tune there. Those are the Crowns there, February 1958 on the RNB label. That one there going out to Carol Clark, a great tune there with James Papa Clark on lead on that side. I'll Forget About You is the name of the tune. I think Benny King does the lead on the flip of this, which I think is called Kiss and Make Up. I think that's the side. Anyway, great two-sided 45. And that is a Monarch press, which plays really, really nice. Okay, anyway, Johnny G here on a Saturday. If you are new to this program, please subscribe. I had like 18 subscribers, I think, last night. We keep on picking up lots of subscribers during the weekend as this show expands. And some people are not shy anymore. They are emailing Johnny G with their requests. I haven't answered them yet, but I will. But let us continue here. We are in the 1958 block. And let's fill a request for listener Bill Schmaltz in our YouTube chat room. This is a song I first heard on the Gus Gossard show. One of the first tunes that I heard, I remember when they did the top 200 records of New York City when people voted in, or they sent, this was number, Bill Obe, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think number 200 was this song. I have it written down somewhere. I should play that, but there's a lot of common records in there. I don't know if I would call this a common record, but I liked the record. I did. And I first heard it on the Gus Gossard show. This singer, though, the vocalist, is originally from the Bronx, New York, as well as the trio of gals backing him up that previously recorded as the Claremonts, okay, on Bess Berman's Apollo record label. They were his neighbors, okay, but they would later become the Tonettes and would record on the Doe label. I showed you that Doe record label, which this song first came out. It would get picked up by ABC Paramount, well, actually a subsidiary called Apt Records, that would take this record national, and it just plays better. Greg Surik sold me that copy, but it was cheap. It could have been in better shape, and I never pursued to find a better copy. I will one day. I'll find it. But the Tonettes are backing him up on this, and this came out on Doe in May of 1958, but then that August Apt put it out. So this is going out to Bill Schmaltz, Vince Castro, and the uncredited Tonettes on Apt Records. It's called Bong Bong, parentheses, I Love You Madly. Here you go, Bill, for you. This is Vince Castro. There you go. That one there going out to Bill Schmaltz in our YouTube chat room. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. The sound of Vince Castro and the uncredited Tonettes. Featured it on the Apt record label from August 1958. Almost as old as that record is a month older than your host, Johnny G. Song entitled Bong Bong, parentheses, I Love You Madly, a cool tune. Hopefully you're digging on the cool tunes tonight. You're loving them madly. Well, isn't there a song by Charlie and Ray called I Love You Madly? I think there is. Anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Timothy in our YouTube chat as we go to Philadelphia, okay, at least for this label, although it is speculated that this group could be out of New York. I read that somewhere a long time ago, but the label is definitely out of Philadelphia. And some think the song might have been recorded by Al Brown and then kind of shopped around. It was sold to Crosley Records. I don't know if that is correct. It's a possibility. Lots of questions lately on the Vinyl Treasure show, like yesterday with Brenda Lee. Somebody sent me an email and said, I looked it up on AI and it said that Brenda Lee recorded this is her first record before she recorded for Decca. I was like, no way. It was so listen, you can't trust AI, I'm telling you right now. But anyway, I like both sides of this 45, and I have this two ways. I think this is the true first press, if I'm not mistaken, because you normally don't see the block print on this Crosley label. So I showed you the other one. This one, I don't know where I got it, but I saw it and I said, wait a minute, I don't have it on that label. I got to get it. But that's how I'm featuring. The group is called the Spyiells, and it's spelled Spiedells. Okay, this tune written by Charles Goldfarb, okay, released in November of 1958, Spy request for Timothy, the Spyiells on Crosley. It's called No. Here you go, Timothy, for you.
It's hard to deny you anything because I love you so. But this is one time, darling, that I must tell you no. Oh, baby, do no, never let you go. Forget you know I love you. Oh, baby, do no, not bells ringing, no, not angels singing, so I love you. If you've been fooled by other men who said yes and let you go, I'll be honest, darling. I'm telling you no, 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 no. Never leave you, no. I'll grieve you, no, no, no. I love you, no. It's hard to deny you anything because I love you so. I'll be honest, darling. I'm telling you no, 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 no. Never leave you, no. I'll grieve you, no, no. I love you, no. If you've been by other men, said yes and let you go, I'll be honest, darling. I'm telling you no, 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 no. Never leave you, no. I'll grieve you, so I love you.
I'm trying to say hello to Freddie in the chat room, and then I kind of couldn't do it. But anyway, there you go. That is a cool tune. Actually, a great two-sided 45, in my opinion. That one there, the Spyiells, by request for Timothy in our YouTube chat room, came out on the Crosby label. Crosby Records is out of Philadelphia, PA. November 1958. The song is called No. No copyright, no advertisements here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. They want me to, but I just said no. Not when you block my video. I mean, if you told me that I was going to at least put like one commercial every hour and not ever block my videos, then maybe we got a deal going. I'll trade that off. But anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1958 block, and I paid tribute to this singer on my Wednesday night show. I opened up with some of his soul recordings. He showing his writing skills with other great writers of the time. That time in the mid-1960s, Mr. Chip Taylor, who passed away on March 23rd, 2026. Actually, he just celebrated his 86th birthday on March 21st, and very sad that we lost him. Now, he was the younger brother of actor Jon Voight, and his real name was James Wesley Voight, and he grew up in Yonkers. It's not far from Johnny G. I think he went to Stepinac High School, which some of the people that live in my town went to that high school also. And first recording, believe it or not, for Sid Nathan's Deluxe Records out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and that was in 1958. He was the lead singer of a group called The Town 3, okay? And this was his second release for the Deluxe label, a song he wrote as we pay tribute to the late Chip Taylor from December of 1958 under his real name, Wes Voight. Okay, did I even say that? I don't think I did. Wes Voight, okay? And The Town 3, this is on Deluxe Records. It's called, he wrote the tune, it's called I Want a Lover. This is Wes Voight, a.k.a. Chip Taylor. Here you go.
And hail me a say, well, I want a girl who'll dance all night, dear. Well, that's a good start for treating me right, dear. I want a girl who please just me, 'cause that's the way I want it to be. I want a lover, I want a lover, I want a lover like you. Baby, and say you're mine. Well, I want a girl who'll dance all night, dear. Well, that's a good start for treating me right, dear. I want a girl who'll please just me, 'cause that's the way I want it to be. I want a lover, I want a lover, I want a lover like you. Well, I want a lover like you. I want a lover like you. Yeah, I want a lover like you.
That's December 1958 release there for Sid Nathan's Deluxe record label. That is Chip Taylor. Chip Taylor recording under his real name, Wesley Voigt, and the Town 3, that one there, song entitled I Want a Lover. That's his second. I don't have his first on deluxe. I collect this deluxe label. Has some other cool records in the deluxe box. My mother put all those deluxe. It's most of the deluxe things I have are filed, but I have about this many. How many you could ever think are in there? That many that are not filed and are cool records. I saw some King Curtises and other things I didn't know. I should go through those records. I should. But anyway, he would have 2 more releases also on King Records. I know I have one of them. Maybe I have 2. I don't know. I'll have to check in the box. Anyway, Johnny G here on a Sunday. Hope you're digging on the tunes. If you like what you're hearing, give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends about this program. You can watch me in the privacy of your own living room. And you can have me on your iTV, and you can like lounge on your couches and have adult beverages. What do you think about that? As we continue, we'll talk about that later on. I got a record coming up for Delwood Jeff in the 1960 and the block we'll talk about. But anyway, let us continue here. We are in the actually, this record was released in December of 58, but it carried on into 1959, where it became a big hit in, in 1959. And this is a request for listener Jean Manis, and she wants to dedicate this to the dude and also to the fans in the Johnny G chat room. And, of course, this great group from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now, the group included Wally Lester, Jack Taylor, Joe Sharon, Janet Vogel, and lead singer Jimmy Beaumont. This is their debut single, their first of 6, on the Calico record label. And a tune written, listen, the Skyliners and Joe Rock wrote this tune. This charted number 12 on Billboard, number 7 on Cashbox, and a big number 1 record, you would, of course, think, on KQV in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Also here in New York City on WMGM in New York City, is with Lenny Martin and the orchestra. Again, from December 58, was released by request for Gene Manis, going out to all you chatters and the dude, the Skyliners, with their big hit called Since I Don't Have You. Here you go, Gene, for you.
I don't have plans and schemes, and I
There you go, the great Skyliners there. Skyliners on the Calico record label out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I say I don't know if I mentioned Calico. Yeah, first of six on the Calico label. I thought I said that. That is Jimmy Beaumont on lead from December 1968 release there. And that one there by requested by Gene Manis, going out to all the chatters and to the dude. Now, do you ever count how many times Jimmy Beaumont says you? I think it's like 60 something times, I think, that he says you. I think. Somebody told me. And you know, Dick Clark had a hand in promoting that record quite a bit. He had them on the afternoon show and also on the Saturday night Beach Nut show to promote that record. They were all dressed like in cowboy outfits and whatnot, and came down the stairs and were singing that, if you remember that, if you watched that back in the day. Anyway, Johnny G here on a Sunday. Let us continue now. We are in the 1958 block. Let's fill a request for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat. You people with the rockabilly requests here, okay? And this appears to be the only release for this group out of Massachusetts. Now, the writer of the song is Robert Abdenor, Abdinor, who is probably the lead singer on this, okay? And there's actually a cool... sometimes I don't like ugly stickers like that on the label, but I wanted to leave this one. I wish they put it somewhere else. It's over the logo, which I don't like, and I could have easily removed this sticker. I can take them off of the RCA presses. But this belonged to a Mrs. Charles Jensen. So, Mrs. Charles Jensen, I have your record if you are watching. Maybe you are. And she lived at 39 Cherry Street, wherever that is, in Malden, Massachusetts. Where would Malden, Massachusetts be? Those of you that are from the Massachusetts area. Well, anyway, I have your 45, and this is a request for listener Gary McClendon, August 1958 on RCA Records. The group is called the Night Rockers, and the song is called Oh Baby. Here you go, Gary, for you, the Night Rockers. Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. From August of 1958, a group called the Night Rockers, N-I-T-E, the Night Rockers. It's on RCA Records, and the song is called Oh Baby. I think that's their only release, but listen, I want to meet Mrs. Charles Jensen, okay, because I would ask her, so tell me, Mrs. Jensen, were you dancing to that tune back in August of 1958? Well, she was a Mrs., so you would figure, so she had to be married, right? So maybe she had some children, so she might have been like one of those kind of young gals that were buying records in the day. Look, I got to say that my Aunt Mary, even though she graduated high school in 1961, she continued to buy records into the 70s, okay, into the later 70s. I'm saying, Mary, you're buying disco records? She goes, well, yeah, these are good records, you know, and a lot of cool art. She loved, like, the Main Ingredient, and she liked she said, Johnny, you got to get that record, the Staple Singers, Let's Do It Again, those records. So I said, Mary, you went from Earth Angel to Let's Do It Again. It was like this big span of music, but she had a lot of records. Of course, they became mine, what I did not break. Anyway, Johnny G babbling on here. Let us continue here, and let's move. Wait, we still in 58 here? Yeah, we're still in 58. I thought this record came out in 59. But this is a request for Lee the G. Very interesting. Lee the G requested some Clifford Curry soul records for the Wednesday night show. But he asked me if I had an early... I didn't have his one from 1959, which I never saw before. But I did have this one, okay, which is a rare 45. Jerry Diaz sold me this. Charged me a lot of money for the record, but it's not easy to find. Okay, it's a rare 45 out of St. Cloud, Florida, and a request for Lee the G. Now, the lead singer of the group was earlier a member of the Five Pennies, okay? They were from Knoxville, Tennessee, that recorded for the Savoy record label, and he did lead on the song called Mr. Moon. His name was Clifford Curry, okay? And he is on lead with this group. Okay, he also wrote the tune. Okay, well, one side, I normally play Mr. DJ is the side I played, but Lee requested the flip side of the record. Now, the group is called the Contenders, not the Contenders, the Contenders, Continders. Came out in November of 58 on Blue Sky Records out of Florida, and the song is called Yes, I Do, and this is going out to Lee the G. Here you go, early Clifford Curry.
Tell me, pretty baby, do you still love me? Ooh-wee. Tell me, pretty baby, do you still love me? I wanna know, pretty baby, are you thinking of me? Well, when you're alone at night, do you think of me? Ooh, when you're alone at night, do you think of me? I'm coming home to you, baby, just you wait and see. Well, 'cause I love you. Oh, how I miss you. Ooh, I want you. Ooh, I need you, baby. Got to have you, pretty baby. No one else will do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ow, yeah. Well, 'cause I love you.
Yes, I do.
Oh, how I miss you.
Yes, I do.
I need you.
Yes, I do.
I want you.
Yes, I do.
Got to have you, pretty baby. No one else will do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had to go across the sea, but you're still in my heart. Ooh, I had to go across the sea, but you're still in my heart. But I'll be home to love you, and we will never part.
Okay, there you go. I think that's the B side of the 45, pretty sure. And that one there going out to listener Lee the G. That's early Clifford Curry. Okay, early Clifford Curry sang with a group called the Contenders. Came out in November of 1958. It's on the Blue Sky record label. Yes, I Do is the name of the tune. Of course, he had a very successful career as a soul singer in the 1960s and the 1970s. I have an Elf 45 in the box to play for a Wednesday evening. That's the label. Anyway, but let us continue here. This is a flip side request from last week. I featured this group from Queens, New York. The Videos played the B-side of their release on the Casino record label, a song called Moon Glow You Know, which is a great ballad, okay? But that was for Charles Liebman, okay? And let me see. The group included Charles Bakersville, Clarence Henry Bassett Jr., Johnny Jackson, Ronnie Woodhall, and the lead singer Ronald Cuffey. Now, this was the hit side here that was at least played in New York. Now, I got to ask Larry Neal, was this played in the Oklahoma City area, this record? I think you told me that it was. And I wonder how high that record got in your area, because this is the group's first of two on the Casino record label. This is the intended A-side, okay, from July of 1958. We'll send it out to Larry Neal Wax Museum. Here are the Videos on Casino. It's called Trickle Trickle. Here you go, Larry, for you, the Videos.
Trickle, trickle, splash, splash, tell me how long will this rain last? Rain keeps dropping, there ain't no stopping. Tell me how long will this rain last? Trickle, trickle, stop, stop, just got to see my sweet little drop. She's there waiting, I'm hesitating, wondering just when this rain will stop.
Ronnie, dig my clothes, yeah, boy. One button low. Well, you know I'm sharp as a tack. Sail in your Cadillac. Gotta go to a party, yeah. Please lend me your shirt. Well, if you can't take it, you know can't make it. I won't see my baby no more.
Trickle, trickle, splash, splash, tell me how long will this rain last? The rain keeps dropping, there ain't no stopping. Tell me how long will this rain last? Trickle, stop, stop, just got to see my sweet little drop. She's there waiting and I'm hesitating, wondering just when this rain will stop.
Ronnie, she's sweet, she's fine, yeah, boy. And I love her so. Well, if I don't make this party, man, she's sure to blow. Gotta go to a party, yeah. Please lend me your shirt. Well, if I can't take it, you know can't make it. I won't see my baby no more.
Trickle, trickle, splash, splash, tell me how long will this rain last? The rain keeps dropping, there ain't no stopping. Tell me how long will this rain last? Trickle, trickle, stop, stop, tell me just when this rain will stop. The rain keeps dropping, there ain't no stopping. Tell me how long will this rain last? Tell me how long will it last?
Okay, those are the Videos there. The Videos, yes, the Manhattan Transfer also. They did didn't the Manhattan Transfer do a whole oldies album? I know, I forget the guy, Tim Hauser, I think. I used to communicate with him. I still have his emails. We used to communicate when AOL had those like those chat rooms. They had a thing you can talk about. It was about 50's music and whatnot. And he was telling me he had his group, the Criterions, and Alan Freed played their records and whatnot. And of course, he was a member of the Manhattan Transfer. And of course, they were teenagers at the time, so they all knew this music. And anyway, so there you go. We'll send that one out. to Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room. Those are the videos. Great group there, July 1958 on the Casino record label, their first of two. It's called Trickle Trickle, their big hit. And that has many label variations because that record was played and sold for a long time. Anyway, let us continue here. Let's go out to Los Angeles, California now with a request for Bob Cruz in Maryland. Okay, and this is on Bob Keene's Delphi record label. And I didn't know anything about this record because it was a missing Delphi number. I got it out of Greg's collection. I saw it there, and I'm like, and I didn't see this side. Okay, but I prefer the other side. Maybe I'm going to play it because it's got a male lead on this side, which I think is the intended A side. Okay, again, this is on Bob Keene's Delphi label. Charlene's got the names of the gals here. The singer on this is Little Joe Mosley, okay? And he's being backed up by a girl group called the Sequins. Now, she does have the members. The members are Stella Carter, Sandra Garner, Helen Simpson, and Joseph, and again, here's the lead, Joseph Mosley. Well, Helen Simpson, we're going to make a little mark on her name here because she's probably doing lead on the flip side when we're going to play it. Anyway, so let's give this a spin. This is this was like an odd thing that I didn't have on the Delphi label. I am missing some records on Delphi label, one of the thousands of labels that I collect. This is from June of 1958. It's going out to Bob Cruz in Maryland, Little Joe Mosley and the Sequins. It's called Lookin' for a Job. Here you go, Bob, for you.
Well, I've been looking for a job. Nobody need my skill. Yes, I'm looking for a job. Nobody need my skill. If I don't everybody job, man, nobody will. I look till I look there. Man, I done look about everywhere because I really need a job. Nobody need my skill. Yes, I'm looking for a job. Nobody need my skill. If I don't everybody job, man, nobody will. Downtown, all around. You don't have a job, man, you're nothing but a clown. That's why I gotta have a job. Nobody need my skill. That's why I gotta have a job. Nobody need my skill. If I don't everybody job, man, nobody will. No food, no gold. Man, I looked around and I ain't got no clothes. That's why I really need a job. Nobody need my skill. That's why I really need a job. Nobody need my skill. If I don't everybody job, man, nobody will. Man, nobody will. Man, nobody will. Man, nobody will. I need a job.
As I get caught here, hold on a second, folks. Listen, from all the years I came into the workforce back in 1980, so I've been working to it's been like 3 years I've been retired. So I'm able to take a lot of pressure, only because my jobs, for the jobs that I had as being an accounting manager and a controller of a number of people. It's sometimes, and you got these executives that ask you for this and that and whatnot. So you're kind of scrambling and you got to do all these tasks at once. I guess that's the reason how I can do all these things that I do. Talk to Charlene about it. Okay, she'll tell you. But anyway, I don't know how I do it. I don't. But anyway, there you go. I never played that on the show before. That is going out to Bob Cruz in Maryland. That is the sound of Little Joe Mosley and the Sequins, as Bob Keene's Delphi label out of Los Angeles, California. Yes, who said that in the chat room? Richie Valens, of course, probably one of the biggest artists on the label. And that one there from June of 1958. Now, interesting, because when I saw the record in the box, I didn't see this side. I saw the other side, and I didn't recognize it. I said, well, what is this record on the other side? So it's just the girls. They're called the Sequins, okay? And I didn't tell Charlene I potentially might be playing the flip side of this, but I'm looking at the writer credit and it says H. Jackson. So that means it's got to be, oh, wait a minute. H. Jackson, was that one of the girls? I saw, oh, darn it. I saw H. Simpson, but maybe it's H. Jackson. I thought it might have been her. But we're going to hear the other side anyway. It's a nice ballad. It's called Wedding Bells, and this is by the Sequins. Tell me what you think about this record here. Never played it on the show before. It's a first play. It's from June of 1958. Here you go. The Sequins, Wedding Bells. My bonus pick. Here you go. Yeah, B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show and a bonus track. So listen, it's my record collector intuition, I guess we'll call it. But anyway, those are the Sequins, and I mentioned that I said I think this Helen Simpson might be the lead singer on that. Well, wouldn't you know that her real name, Helen Simpson, her real name was Helen Jackson. Thank you, Charlene, for that information. So it was her. That is her on lead there. She wrote that tune. That is the flip side of Little Joe Mosley and the Sequins Looking for a Job, which I know my nephews are. Side called Wedding Bells. Well, that definitely is not in the plans for Johnny G. Let us continue here. Let's move into 1959 as we fill a request for listener Mike Sape in our YouTube chat. Now, Mike, I was jealous. I wanted to go to the Allentown show, but I saw some pictures today. I saw that the Count was there. Didn't look that good, but I saw the Count was in a wheelchair. I'm going to call him tomorrow, and I'm going to ask him and see what he says. I haven't spoken to him in a while. I normally call him from time to time. He used to buy records from the Count. His name is Bob Ellis, okay? And he used to have the Count's Castle is what he used to call it. But I saw some of the guys there at the show. I wonder if were the big shots there, though? Did Louis Silvani and Val Shively show up? I know Fred Bond, I think, sometimes goes. But I would have been there with the big shots there. But anyway, this is a request for listener Mike Sape. He wants to send it out to all the music lovers that love the tunes that Johnny G features here. This is actually a flip side from last week. We featured this group, the Sensational Delos. They're out of Miami, Florida. I played Lost Love. That was a request for listener Gary Hendren in Alabama, requested that ballad. Mike requested the up-tempo side. And let's see. This is written by Alfred Corbett. Maybe he's the lead on this. I don't know. But this is from June of 59. Here are the Sensational Delos on Mida for Mike Sape, sending it out to all you music lovers. It's called... I can't read. I thought it had two S's, and that's my eyes. So, it's called So, S-O, So Don't Go. Here you go, the Sensational Delos.
Don't you know, baby? I love you so. Don't you know, baby? I love you so. Come on and hug me, squeeze me, and kiss me, never let go. Come on, little darling, and don't be ashamed. Come on, little darling, and don't be ashamed. Can't help the way I like to play. Oh, I've been loving you so for quite some time. Please don't let our love die down. Fill me with so much ecstasy. Swear to hurt me if you leave me. Come on, and don't be ashamed. Come on, little baby, and don't be ashamed. Can't help the way I like to play. Oh, I've been loving you so for quite some time. Please don't let our love die down. Fill me with so much ecstasy. Swear to hurt me if you leave me. Come on, and don't be ashamed. Come on, little baby, and don't be ashamed. Can't help the way I like to play. Oh, I've been loving you so for quite some time. Please don't let our love die down. Fill me with so much ecstasy. Swear to hurt me if you leave me. So don't go, 'cause I love you so. So don't go, 'cause I love you so.
Okay, that one there, released in June of 1959. It's on a label called Mida Records. I don't know if I said that. Mida Records, which is out of Miami, Florida. That's Henry Stone's Mida label. The Sensational Delos is the name of the tune. So Don't Go is the name of the tune. And that one there going out to listener Mike Sape in our chat room, sending it out to all the music lovers. Now, all you music lovers, I hope you would consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. The more people that subscribe and give me a thumbs up keeps the copyright police away. They let me stay on longer before they attack me with their AI police officers. That's how it goes. But anyway, we continue here, and we are in the 1959 block. Let's fill a request for Bill Olb in New Jersey. This group, great group out of Harlem, New York. I don't think their ABC Paramount releases get as much credit as they should, because they were really nice tunes. Of course, I'm talking about the Dubs. Lots of great tunes they did for George Goldner's Gone record label. Of course, I think their biggest hit was a song called Could This Be Magic that they performed on Dick Clark's American Bandstand that my aunt had in her collection. She had that record. And she had the figure, she had the real Gone music one, which was the true first press. But after Goldner in 1959, they signed with ABC Paramount Records, and they had 5 releases on the label. This was their first, a tune co-written by the lead singer. His name is Richard Blandon. It's a great ballad from October 1959, going out to Bill Olb in New Jersey. Richard Blandon and the Dubs on ABC Paramount. The song is called No One. Here you go, Bill, for you, the Dubs.
No, no one, no, no, no one can lead me astray. No, no one can take your love away. No, no, no one, no, no, no one can lead me from you, because I love you, honest, I do. We've been together so long. No one can lead me from home after all that we've been through. No one can lead me from you. No one can lead me from you, because I love you. I love you with all of my heart. All of my heart.
There you go, the great sound of the Dubs. Okay, the great sound of the Dubs here is I totally draw a blank here. Don't ask me why. That is from October of 1959. That's their first of 5 on the ABC Paramount record label. Richard Blandon on lead with the Dubs. No One is the name of the tune. Now, no one does a show like Johnny G like this. Do they? I don't think so. Well, listen, there are lots of great shows that play the great music, okay, but with a video and with a visual and with my experiences and with calling out or saying hello to people and whatnot, I don't think so. Some people are just, sometimes they're playing records and they're not even announced. And listen, people still ask me, what did you play? Of course, I say it. I intro and outro the record, and I show you the record. So you get to see it like 4 times to write it down on your want list. And I know many people tune into this program and write it. They won't tell me. I have a lot of closeted watchers on this, and that's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. It's great. I'm so happy to have great listeners that send in great requests. And I've been adding some bonus tracks, too. I just hope you're liking them. Anyway, let us continue here. And I'm not too happy about the condition of this record. Now, if you're a young record collector and you're looking at a auction list or whatever, you may see something that says jukeware. You know what that is? Juke, jukeware. Well, that is a jukebox gouging the records, okay? And I think I had a conversation with Nat Papagallo, who knows a lot about jukeboxes, and I would tell him, I says, Nat, tell me, when they pick up these jukeboxes, the records are up this way. Okay, they're instead of horizontal, it's vertical. So tell me, what is the weight of the needle or the stylus that's pressing against the record? I mean, is it the same? Is it 2 grams? Is it 1.5 grams? I mean, what is it? Because this record came out of a jukebox, and this has swirls on it from the jukebox, and this one has jukeware, and I am not happy with that. Because and sometimes, and I said to Nat, what about the oil and stuff that gets on it? Because the jukeboxes, the lights, and everything else, it'll get hot, and some of those. You know, you play B17, it's got to slide down to B17 and pick the record out. You got to oil those parts. And don't tell me with those hot jukeboxes that the oil doesn't get on the hot vinyl in there and kind of soak into it. It is a pain, and there's a film on them sometimes. It's like, but this one seems to be that way, so I'm apologizing in advance for it, because this is a request for Amy King, a last-minute request for Amy King. And this singer, born Marion Walter Jacobs on May 1st, 1930, in Marksville, Louisiana, a vocalist, guitarist, and harmonica player. And he wrote, let me see, of course, you know him as Little Walter, okay? Little Walter. This is his 22nd of 31 releases on Leonard Chess's Checker record label. Again, it's got like surface noise to it. It's from July of 1959. We're going to do the blues here on the Vinyltreasure show. Little Walter on Checker for Amy King in our YouTube chat room. It's called Everything Gonna Be All Right. Here you go, Amy, for you. Little Walter. Here we go.
gonna be alright.
Okay, folks, there you go. That one there going out to my moderator, my chat room moderator. That's Amy King. They like that record there in the YouTube chat room. Mr. Little Walter, July 1959. It's on the Checker record label. What I say is 22nd release on the Checker label. Everything gonna be all right. It's not everything's, it's everything. Everything gonna be all right. And it definitely will be when you tune into the Vinyl Treasure Show. There's nothing better than music medicine, I'm telling you folks, really, for even when Johnny G gets blue. Okay, I tune into the records. It's very difficult, you know, with a lot of things that have been going on. But Barbara's mother, thank goodness she's home. She's doing well. She stopped by here today. Actually, she bought me this shirt. It's a little bit tight. Well, not because I should be fitting into it, it's because I should not be eating like I... And listen, I'm going to tell you, right after Easter, I am going to cut back on what I eat. And I got to really... Before I go for my stress test, I got to lose a little bit of weight because I'm going to be trudging on that treadmill for them, because that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, let us continue here, not to bother you with Johnny G's problems. Let us continue. Let's fill a request for listener Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat. And this is a flip side request from last week. We featured the Fidelities for Graylin last week. They're second of 4 on the Baton/Sir label. I think that's right, what we said, Charlene, right? We played Walk with the Wind, okay? And Graylin also requested the flip side of the 45. This tune written by Billy Miles. Of course, you may know, he wrote a lot of songs, but of course, best known for a song he did called The Joker. Came out on the Ember record label. This is arranged by Sammy Lowe. This features Maurice Newton on lead. Let's go to October of 1959. This is for Graylin in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Fidelities with their tune called Only to You. Here you go, Graylin, for you, the Fidelities.
Only to you I owe the world. Only to you I owe my love. Only to you can I be true. Only to you. All I possess, all that I own, I owe to you, and you alone. Only to you can I be true. Only to you. Every day, long as I live, in every way, I'll gladly give all of my love, all of my life to only you. Only to you I give my heart. It's yours to keep or tear apart. Only to you, and I'll be true. Only to you. Only to you I give my heart. It's yours to keep or tear apart. Only to you, and I'll be true. Only to you.
There you go, the sound of the Fidelities there. The Fidelities, whoops, hold on a second, folks. Sound of the Fidelities, that is Maurice Newton on lead. That's on the Sir. Well, Baton Records kind of changed to Sir. So if you're going to run the Baton label, you gotta run Baton and Sir. Don't separate them out. Don't do that. October 1959, the Fidelities there. Only to You is the name of the tune. Johnny G is loyal only to you. Those are the Vinyl Treasure Show listeners. Thank you for tuning in. Got to say hello to Mark. Hey, Mark, how are you? In the chat room there. Let us continue here. And we got another flip side request, this time for listener Mike Campbell in Florida. On the last show, we featured Earl Lewis and the Channels on Bobby Robinson's Fury record label. We played the up-tempo side called Bye Bye Baby, and Mike also requested the ballad side. It was a great ballad. It charted number 36 on WMGM here in New York City. Played on the radio, the great Earl Lewis on lead from January 1959. Here are the Channels on the Fury label going out to Mike Campbell in Florida. It's called My Love Will Never Die. Here you go, Mike, for you, Earl Lewis and the Channels.
I know I love you, and I really love you so. Please you, and I'll never let you go, honey. My love for you will never die. So come on over. I want you to hold my hand. Tell me that I'm your lover man, honey. My love for you will never die. The more I think of you, baby, the more I understand. Love's so necessary. That's why I just gotta be your man. I want you to hold me tight, please. Kiss me, baby, and make me know how much you love me. My love for you will never
Yeah, that's the great sound of Earl Lewis and the Channels here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. They like that tune there. It's on Bobby Robinson's Fury record label, the Channels from January 1959. My Love Will Never Die. Last week we played the flip side also from Mike Campbell, a song entitled Bye Bye Baby. Let us continue here for a Sunday evening. This Sunday listen, all you guys and gals, you like the Sunday edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show? It's actually a little bit more of a calmer thing for Johnny G. I'm not as hyper as I am on the Saturday night show. Maybe because everything is all ready to go, possibly, and it's easier for me. I don't know. But anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1959 block. Let's fill a request for Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room. And he requested a B-side. Okay, the flip side of this, a big hit. It was a monster hit for Phil Phillips with the Twilights. Okay, it was a number 2 Billboard hit on, and also on Cashbox, a song called Sea of Love. Okay, but Gary requested the B side of the 45, and I'm featuring it on the original label, Corey's Records. Corey's Records. And it was interesting. So on the Mercury release, that wasn't my aunt's copy. So in her neighborhood, so she would be at the high school, and she knew all the people on the street and whatnot. One of the guys, I think it was her boyfriend for a time. His name was Billy Brantz of 40 was his name. And as she told me when I would play the records, she says, "Oh, that record was given to me as a gift." I says, "As a gift?" I said, "Who gave you this record?" She said, "Oh, Billy Brantz of 40 was my high school boyfriend, gave it to me." I said, "Really? For the Sea of Love side?" I was like, okay. I was like, all right. But anyway, that's how she got her copy of the record. But she liked the record. But I'm featuring the first press here. We're not going to play Sea of Love. We're going to play the B-side of the 45. The lead singer's name was John Philip Baptiste. Okay, he was born in Crowley, Louisiana. Of course, he recorded as Phil Phillips, and this was his debut single. It got picked up by Mercury Records, a song he co-wrote with George Corey. He owned this label from April 1959. Well, I don't know, on this side too? Yes, both sides of the records. Okay, so going out to Gary Spring, here is Phil Phillips with the Twilights on the Corey's label, and the B-side. The song is called Juella, Juella. You know any girls by that name? Here you go, Gary, for you.
And that is true, but there's not a flower as beautiful as you. When we met, that I know, but I didn't know that I love you so. Juella. My love and true love, Juella.
Here we go with B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and that is the B-side to The Sea of Love, as done by Phil Phillips and the Twilights. That's the debut single featured on the original label for listener Gary Spring in our YouTube chat. From April 59 release, Juella is the name of the tune. Got other great records on the label, too. And as we continue here, we are in the 1959 block. Let's fill a request now for David Milfred in our YouTube chat room as the lead singer of this group, originally from Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Okay, was the lead singer of the Jive Bombers. His name is Clarence Palmer, and this, let me see here, first recording for, well, I think it goes further back than that, Charlene. Okay, original well, anyway, this is on they signed with Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records in 1956, They would have their biggest hit with their first release on the Savoy label, a song called Bad Boy, which I think they recorded way back when. Okay, the record became a hit for them on Savoy Records, but this was their 4th of 5 on Savoy, and this is a song that dates back to 1927, a tune written by Hoagie Carmichael and Mitchell Parrish. Okay, so many people have recorded this tune. Believe it or not, did you ever hear the version by Nino Tempo and April Stevens? They do a good version of this tune from 1964. Because my aunt had the record. But anyway, from February 1959, going out to David Milfred in our YouTube chat room. These are the Jive Bombers, Clarence Bad Boy Palmer on lead, and their rendition of the tune, Stardust. Here you go, David, for you, the Jive Bombers.
Sometimes I wonder why I spend that lonely night dreaming of a song. That melody holds my reverie, and I am once again with you. When our love was new, in each kiss and inspiration. Oh, yeah, 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 that was long ago, my consolation. But it did, Judy, well, yeah, 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 sign the garden wall, and you are in my arms. That nightingale tells this fairy tale of paradise where roses grew. La 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 la, you dream in vain, in vain. I will remain my stardust melody of love's refrain. The garden wall, and you are in my arms. That nightingale tells this fairy tale. La 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 la, the paradise where roses grew. I dreamed in vain, in vain, in vain. I will remain. The memory of love's refrain.
Well, there you go. That one there going out to David Milfred in our YouTube chat room. They like that one there. Listen, my mother likes this song by anybody. Yes, the Billy Ward and the Dominoes record is another. Just the song is just a great tune. Okay, there you go. February 1959. That's Clarence Bad Boy Palmer on lead with the Jive Bombers on their 4th release for Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records out of Newark, New Jersey. Their rendition of the tune Stardust. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing. We need to keep the copyright police away. That's very important. So I want to thank everybody for that, and thank you for tuning into the program here. I have such great listeners, I do. And let us continue here. This is a flip side request now. Now, I'm a little bit worried, okay, as those of you that follow the Vinyltreasure show, we have not seen Daryl Letts for a while there, and that's just not like him, okay, to not come in on any, I can't find anything on him, and I don't have a way to get in touch with him. If anybody knows Daryl Letts, okay, I think he's up in Flint, Michigan, and can get to him or whatever. I just want to hope he's okay. I can't. I'm looking, okay, but I don't want to think of the bad things. Okay, so many bad things going on now. But he hasn't been in a while, so it could be anything. Maybe his Wi-Fi or something's out, possibly. And he has no way to, because he was working, and I know on the Wednesday night show, he normally sometimes would be in, but he was such a big part of the program, like many of you are, greeting the people that come into this show. So we miss you, Daryl Letts. So I hope you're okay. It's just all that Johnny G really wants to know. But he requested this flip side, as he always does. Now, we played the A side of this on the February 7th show for Gary Spring. You requested this, Gary. We heard from this group earlier in the program, the Skyliners out of Pittsburgh, with Since I Don't Have You for Gene. Well, this is their 5th release on Lou Capozzi and Bill Lawrence's Calico Records, which was out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I'm talking about the Skyliners. We played Pennies from Heaven on the February 7th show. This is the flip side. This is another standard, this tune. Okay, the song first released back in 1940, okay, by Mitchell Ayres and his Fashions in Music, with the vocalist of Mary Ann Mercer. Came out on the Bluebird record label. But let's give a listen to this rendition. Came out in April of 1960. This is the B-side to Pennies from Heaven, which is another classic. Okay, and this charted number 36 on KIDA in Des Moines, Iowa. Here is Jimmy Beaumont and the Skyliners. This is for Daryl Letts. The name of the tune is called I'll Be Seeing You. Here you go, Daryl, for you, the Skyliners.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park, across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well, and I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, when everything is light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the day is through, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
Boy, we played a couple of classics in a row. We heard Stardust. Listen, my mother likes these tunes. First we heard Stardust, and then we heard Jimmy Beaumont and the Skyliners from April 1960 with a tune called I'll Be Seeing You. That one there on the Calico record label by request for Daryl Letts. Daryl, I hope you're doing okay. Johnny G here on a Sunday. Thank you all for being here as we continue now. And we fill a request for Delwood Jeff. Been featuring wine songs over the last month. Don't you remember I played the Bards, I'm a Wine Drinker? Didn't I play something else last night by the Crows, I think? Well, here's another sort of wine record. And the, this brings back memories again of the Gus Gossard show, because I heard this on his show. This is on Tom Brown's Van Dan Records, which is out of Dallas, Texas, and it's the debut for this single for this group. The song was a big number 8 record on KXOL, if you were listening in Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, it features Billy Joe Shine on lead from October of 1960. It's going out to Delwood Jeff. Here are the Nightcaps on the Van Dan label, and the song is called Wine... Wine, 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 and that is drinking wine. Here you go, Delwood Jeff. For you, the Nightcaps.
You get a nickel, and I'll get a dime. We'll go out and buy some wine. Drinking wine, wine, wine. Drinking wine, wine, wine. Drinking wine, wine, fine wine all the time. Go to school around 9. I get in the corner and I drink my wine. Drinking wine, wine, wine. Drinking wine, wine, wine. Drinking wine, wine, fine wine all the time. You get your girl and I'll get mine. We'll go out and buy some wine. Drinking wine, wine, wine. Drinking wine, wine, wine. Drinking wine, wine, fine wine all the time. Now get it on, all night long. Get it on, all night long. Drinking wine, wine, wine. Drinking wine, wine, wine. Drinking wine, wine, fine wine all the time. Last night, the night before, going out tonight, gonna drink some more. Drinking wine, wine, wine. Drinking wine, wine, wine. Drinking wine, wine, fine wine all the time. Let's go! Now get it on, all night long. Get it on, all night long. Drinking wine, wine, wine. Drinking wine, wine, wine. Now drinking wine.
Okay, there you go. October 1960 release there. Going out to Delwood Jeff. Those are the Nightcaps. The Nightcaps on the Van Dan label. Wine, Wine, Wine is the name of the tune. And that's Billy Joe Shine on lead. Here's some information here. Now, in May of 1962, JG Record Corp would acquire the master of this and started promoting the record again. And the deal called for worldwide distribution rights on the disc, but would still remain on the Van Dan label. That's probably what I got here, because this is an RCA press. I had some. I didn't get a chance to look at the in the end boxes. I don't have that many end boxes. I think I only have 3. So they were. I think it was a different label style, which might have been the true 1960 press, but. It would remain on Van Dan. It also came out on Musicorps Records in 1964, and also Lost Night picked this up in 1965. I don't know, we'll call those reissues possibly. And then the group had 6 overall releases on this Van Dan label, and there was even an LP that came out in 61 that goes for some bucks. But it was unfortunate that we lost this lead singer, Billy Joe Shine, sometime in March of 2015. But anyway, I used to hear that on the Gus Gossard show. I thought it was a cool record. Anyway, let us continue now. Let's fill a request for Gary Hendren in Alabama. This is a song about your DJ here. That's Johnny G. And this group hails from South Bend, Indiana. The tune written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Richard Orvis. This is on Paul Hurdle's Valley, Valli, Valley Records, which was also out of South Bend, Indiana. This came out in 1960. His name is Dicky and the Debonires. That is with Richard Orvis is Dicky. Dicky and the Debonires on the Valley label, going out to Gary Hendren. And the song is called Please, Mr. Disc Jockey. Here you go, Gary, for you, Dicky and the Debonires.
Mr. Disc Jockey, spin one for me. Make it a sad one to keep me company. My baby broke up. Oh, my runaround says she wants to be free. Mr. Disc Jockey, tell some jokes tonight. Oh, please, won't you cheer me up, 'cause my future isn't too bright. My baby broke up. Oh, my runaround says she wants to be free. She in one of those cars passing through the drive-in where we used to laugh for hours? Tomorrow while we're in school, will she say hi to me? Please, Mr. Disc Jockey, 'cause I'm full of misery. Mr. Disc Jockey, I'm that portrait of a fool. How she loved and left me, well, it's all around the school. My baby broke up. Oh, my runaround says she wants to be free. Oh, please, Mr. Disc Jockey, won't you please play one, just one for me? Please, Mr. Disc Jockey.
Well, Dicky, I already do that. That's all I do. I play requests and some bonus tracks, too. We'll get to some of those. But there you go. That one there going out to Gary Hendren in Alabama. That's the sound of Dicky and the Debonires. I had a chance to upgrade that record. It's not really an easy record to find. I'm telling you, it's not easy. 1960. It's on the Valley label. Please, Mr. Disc Jockey. Well, I'm playing your records. They got to fit the format of the show. Mamas and papas don't fit this show. I don't know. Some people sometimes have to think, and sometimes they don't. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request for Casey Hines in Paris as we go back to Los Angeles, California now. And this group formed by Rochelle Henderson, okay? Rochelle Henderson, and this is their debut single, came out on Hunter Hancock's Swingin' label. It came out in 1960, and this was the group's biggest hit. This charted number 26 on Billboard, number 27 on Cashbox, number 20 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number one record on KELP. If you were listening in El Paso, Texas, was their first of four on the Swingin' label, and I hate this record for one reason, okay, for one reason, and it's on styrene, and you know how Johnny G hates styrene 45s, but let's go to October of 1960 and fill a request for Casey Hines in Paris. It features Johnny Wyatt on lead. Here are Rochelle and the Candles and their tune called Once Upon a Time. Here you go, Casey, for you, Rochelle and the Candles.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl, the sweetest little girl in this whole wide world. She was mine once upon a time. Once upon a time, there was a love set down to earth from the angels above. That love was mine. Oh, once upon a time, once upon a time. The story that I tell, I know it oh so well. It's not a fairy tale, and it's really, really true. That love, love and laughter, and they live happy ever after. Who would believe it's true? Would you? Once upon a time, there was a heart so happy and so gay. Right from the start, that heart was mine. Oh, once upon a
As a nice ballad there, going out to Casey Hines in Paris. That is the group is called Rochelle and the Candles. Of course, when I was like writing down the requests, I didn't know that the lead singer on this was Johnny Wyatt. He's got some great soul records too, by the way, that you will hear on a Wednesday evening. October 1960, Rochelle and the Candles, their debut single on Hunter Hancock's Swingin' Records out of Los Angeles, California, Once Upon a Time. This is a no-nonsense show, folks, okay? I don't take any prisoners, I don't. But we need critical thinkers here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Hopefully people can learn a little bit from this program versus just playing the records. That's what I do here. Okay, we need to keep this music alive. You need to know about this music. Well, my listeners do. Some don't. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Got to thank Bob Bosco for giving me some information about this label because I did not know, okay, about this. But we'll tell you about it, the song first. I'm sure many of you are familiar with a girl group out of Passaic, New Jersey. They were known as the Shirelles. Now, they had a big, big hit, 1961, I think, 1960, I think it was, a song called Will You Love Me Tomorrow? Somebody was singing it, I think, in yesterday's show, if I'm not mistaken. It's not there anymore. I think it was. But anyway, there were some answer records to that tune. And I don't know if the writers of the song were really happy about that. Probably not, if they're using, I mean, even though they may give them credit, which they do in the writer credit here, they kind of add other things to it. And then therefore, it kind of like the record kind of dies. And that's unfortunately what happened with this record. But I thank Bob Bosco for the info on this. This is on the Ryan label, Ryan Records, out of Philadelphia. And it was owned by Inez Ryan. Okay, how appropriate. And I played the Inez label, which is kind of cool. She used her name on that label, and she uses her last name on this one here. Now, interestingly enough, the lead singer, or I should say the singer on this, is Kie Williams. And he was much younger when he was the lead singer of the Philadelphia-based Students that recorded for the Red Top label. You may know the song Mommy and Daddy and My Heart is an Open Door. Well, the lead singer on that, his name is Kie Williams. And here he is, a little bit older. That was 1957. This released in June of 1961. And it's an answer tune to the Shirelles' Will You Love Me Tomorrow? So let's go to January of 61. We'll send it out to listener Bob Bosco. Here is Kie Williams on the Ryan record label, and the answer tune called You Know I Will Love You Tomorrow. Here we go, Kie Williams.
You ask if I'll still love you when the night is through. Oh, how can I love anyone but you? You know I'll love you tomorrow. You know that I need you, and I'll forever need you. So I'm telling you now, don't ask me again. You know I'll love you tomorrow. Please believe me when I say, dear, that you're the only one. Your love is what I've always prayed for. That's why I'll love you when the day is done. Yes, your love is a treasure, and darling, mine is too. So how can I love anyone but you? You know I'll love you tomorrow. Shut it up, 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 shut it up. So I'm telling you now, don't ask me again. You know I'll love you tomorrow. You know I'll love you tomorrow. You know I'll love you tomorrow.
Yeah, answer tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. Listen, I'm sure Carole King's hair was curling when she heard that record, because probably sent a cease and desist on that. But anyway, that's Kie Williams. Kie Williams on the Ryan record label, January 1961, answering the Shirelles' Will You Love Me Tomorrow? And he said, you know I'll love you tomorrow. There you go. We'll send that one out to listener Bob Bosco. Will you love JohnnyG on the next Vinyl Treasure Show? I don't know. Maybe some of you won't. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, we are in the 1961 block. Let's fill a request for listener L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. This trio formed while attending high school in Olympia, Washington. Okay, that was back in 1958. The group included Gary Troxell, Gretchen Christopher, and Barbara Ellis. Okay, they recorded as the Fleetwoods. Was that So were they named after the car? I never was in a Fleetwood, okay? I never was. I was only in a well, listen, they used to drive me into the airport with those Lincoln Town cars, which were really nice. I mean, you know, when you're driving a car, it's different, but when you're a passenger, it's really cool with those big seats in the back. They always had the big seats, because I used to travel quite a bit when I used to work for the companies. Why are we talking about cars? Oh, because of the Fleetwoods. Okay, their two biggest hits were Come Softly to Me, if you might remember, and Mr. Blue. Okay, and this is their 8th release on Bob Reisdorf and Bonnie Guitars' Dalton label, Dalton Records, which was out of Seattle, Washington. I think by this time, Liberty Records was distributing the label at the time. Now, this is actually a cover tune. This was first done by Thomas Wayne. Thomas Wayne and the DeLons did it in 1958 on the Fernwood label. That was the original version. This is a cover. This tune written by Fred Birch and Gerald Nelson. And let's see, it's arranged by Hank Levine. It features Gary Troxell on lead. But this was a big hit for them, too. It was a top 10 hit for the group, number 10 on the Billboard charts, March of 1961. Here are the Fleetwoods on Dalton Records, going out to L.A. Arch. The song is called Tragedy. Here you go, Arch, for you, the Fleetwoods.
Wind and storm, gone's the sun, run the star, my dark has come, you've gone from me, whoa, whoa, tragedy. All come back, have me here, hold me, love, be sincere, you've gone from me, whoa, whoa, tragedy. Like smoke from a fire of love, whoa. Our dreams have all gone above, blown by wind, kissed by the snow. All that's left is the dark below. You've gone from me, whoa, whoa, tragedy, whoa, whoa, tragedy.
Yeah, March 1961 by request for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat. And they like that tune. That's a cover tune. That's nice harmonies on that. The Fleetwoods there. Fleetwoods on the Dalton record label. That's their 8th release for Dalton Records. Tragedy is the name of the tune. That one they're going out to listener L.A. Arch. Johnny G here on a Sunday, if you want to make a request on a future Vinyl Treasures show, you can email JohnnyG at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I do 2 shows. This show is like an extension from last night. We're on from 9 to midnight. I was a little bit over, but I was a little late, I think. But again, I play the records by year on the weekend shows. So what did we start? 1952 or 1950? We played that one for Ed Brown. We played Little Esther and the Robins. Remember Double Crossin' Daddy? That was 1950. Here we are, and we are in, 1961 now. So, and plus I have a collector record of the week. That was yesterday. The Fascinators, I think, or the Fascinations. I get confused on the Your Copy label. And we had a couple of rare ones here today. That one by the Contenders. It's not an easy record to find. But, and some records you probably never heard before. That is the name of the game here. We don't want to play lots of big hits here. Records that probably maybe should have been hits or things that sound pretty cool to your ear. And on Wednesday, I'll be back. That's a soul show. We don't play Mamas and the Papas on the soul show, okay? We play soul music on the soul show. And we'll play Northern Soul, or with that cool dancing beat for the UK listeners, because we got a lot of UK followers here to the program, and they like all that kind of dance music, like the Motown sound. Really great sound, and we play all types of soul. So if you do have a request, you can email JohnnyG at vinyltreasures@aol.com. We go to the maybe we go to I think I did play something from 75 or whatever, but I said that because I graduated high school in 75. So I could relate to those really well. I could relate to any kind of music. Anyway, you know JohnnyG, all my regulars here. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request for Geronimo. Geronimo, you asked me for this record. How many honeydews do we have out there? I'm talking about you guys with a significant other. How many honeydews do we have out there? You know, it's this group spelled their name differently, you know. They spelled it like the melon. That's how I have it on here. And I like honeydews, by the way. Okay, it's kind of a sweet melon. But they also spelled it HONEY-DO''S. I don't have it that way, but it comes 2 ways. And this is a request for Geronimo. I don't know if Geronimo's a honeydew guy. I don't think he is. Okay, but this group, this is on Juggy Murray's Sue Records, which is out of New York City. That's a great label to collect if you want to collect labels. Sue Records, and it's their only release. This tune written by group member James W. Home, who might be the lead singer on this. Okay, this is produced by H.B. Barnum. That's a name. If you see it on a record, you should buy it, okay? May 1961 for Geronimo, the Honeydews. Mine is DEWS, and it's called Someone. Here you go, Geronimo, for you, the Honeydews.
I suffer. I'm so tired of feeling blue. If you only hear my plea, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me.
Okay, Geronimo, that one there going out to you. Those are the Honeydews. The Honeydews from May of 1961. That's on Sue Records, one of the thousands of labels that your host, Johnny G, collects. Someone is the name of the tune. Again, if you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. I'll be back next Wednesday. We'll be back. Won't be doing the Thursday afternoon show. We're going to wait till Charlene is available. That would be the following week. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Strictly 45's. This singer, he was born in Detroit, Michigan. His real name is Jake Hammonds Jr., first recorded as Jay Hammond for the High Q label. That was back in 1960, and I think I have that record. I think I saw that in the H box. But then he would change his name to Timmy Shaw and record for Johnny May Matthews' Audrey label, which I think I have too. I have a record on Audrey. The condition isn't the greatest, but I bought it from Greg. Now, he also, let me see, this release is from 1961, okay, and this came out originally on Johnny May Matthews' Reel label, R-E-E-L. She owned that label. It would get picked up by Jamie Records out of Philadelphia. This was his first of two. Okay, this is written by James Moores, a.k.a. James Bennett, and Jake Hammonds, and Johnny May Matthews. Okay, and she also produced it. And this is from October of 1961. I think he had a song on Juan called Going Back to Georgia, I think. Originally, if you remember that one, because he's got other releases. Yeah, Gonna Send You Back to Georgia, A City Slick. That's his record from 63. This doesn't sound anything like that record, though. This is from October 61. Let's give a listen to Timmy Shaw. Timmy Shaw for Strictly 45's. It's called Throw It Out of Your Mind. Here you go, Timmy Shaw for you. Strictly 45's. There you go.
Pay for their learning. If my heart says go, then I'll say let's. Because at the end of each road there is a turning. Sure, it might be hard to forget you. You went further than I intended to let you. But darling, with God's help from above, here's one thing that I'll bet you. With God's help, never make a fool of me anymore. So you can throw it, you can throw it.
That is A Tale of Galloping Woe, is what Joe Heatherton, Joey Heatherton's brother, what was his name? Dick Heatherton. I'm sorry, used to be disc jockey on WCBS FM. Every time he would be kind of like a sad song, he would say, A Tale of Galloping Woe is what he would say. Anyway, there you go. That's one of them. That one there from October 1961. His name is Timmy Shaw, early Timmy Shaw, on the Jamie label, going out to Strictly 45s. Throw it out of your mind. My mother tells me that all the time. She tells me that all the time. Let us continue here for a Sunday evening. Listen to a great get-together tonight, folks. I hope you're digging on the tunes here as we continue. We are in the 1961 block. Let's fill a request for Tim Doyle in Altoona, Pennsylvania. This singer, he hails from Long Island, New York. His real name is Louis Patsy Giordano, but he recorded as Lou Jordan, first recording back in 1959 for the Brunswick label, and then he did 2 on Jerry Blaine's Josie label, and Tim requested his first, and it's a tune he wrote with Sally Bell, and this is with the Billy Muir Orchestra. You know, Billy Muir was a cool guitarist. Okay, if you know those Bobby Freeman records, like Betty Lou's Got a New Pair of Shoes and Do You Want to Dance, the guitar riff is Billy Muir. And he used to be a Facebook friend with Johnny G until he passed away. But he is being backed up here by a group called the Chaperones. If you're familiar with the tune Cruise to the Moon, it was the Chaperones' biggest hit on the Josie label. Let's go to June of 1961. By request for Tim Doyle, Lou Jordan. It's called Paradise for Two. Here you go. Tim, for you, Lou Jordan.
We'll live in a paradise just made for two. We'll build us a house of dreams where they'll come true. We'll fill it with laughter and lasting love. We'll make our own heavens and stars above. We'll live in a world of dreams where there's no sorrow. A world of make-believe with no tomorrows. We'll fill it with laughter and lasting love. We'll make our own heavens and stars above. We'll live in a world of dreams where there's no sorrow. A world of make-believe with no tomorrows. We'll live in a world of dreams where there's no sorrow. A world of make-believe with no tomorrows. Paradise, paradise, paradise for two. Paradise, paradise, paradise for two. Paradise, paradise, paradise for
Yeah, didn't somebody sing Two Ticket? Who did Two Tickets? Was it Eddie Money that did Two Tickets to Paradise? That was a song he did right in the 70s, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. June 1961, going out to Tim Doyle in Pennsylvania. That's Lou Jordan along with the Chaperones, the Cruise to the Moon guys. Paradise for Two, that one there on the Josie label out of New York City. And let us continue here. We're going to do a battle of the groups, a battle of the songs, okay? Going to do Battle of the Songs, which brings me actually to who gave me this idea. I was, Joe Marchesani. I want to mention it too. Joe Marchesani, who he was one of the originators of the Time Capsule show, and he's been away from the Time Capsule show for a long, long time, but he's continuing with something called the Time Capsule Discoveries, and he does that once a year. And I communicate with him a lot. And really, I have a whole bunch of cool things from Joe about the history of the Time Capsule show and some of the songs they played. I told him I'm going to do a special on my program of records, the top records played on that program. And they used to play off of 78s going way back. But I told him I would advertise his show. Here's what he said. He said, well, hi, everybody. How are you? It's that time of the year again as we celebrate the March beginning of the old Time Capsule show. Exactly 63 years ago, with a modern version of the show called Time Capsule Discoveries. Now, thanks to Tony Fournier of the Vocal Group Harmony website, I'm able to share my love for the music once a year. I try to play what is, in my opinion, high-quality vocal harmony music that I don't believe Tom or I played on the original Time Capsule show back in 1963, originally. This year, I do 4 Battle of the Groups, where the first song is one that I played on the show, but the second, I believe, was not played, because they didn't go past a certain point, They stopped like in night. Very rarely would they play something. They wouldn't play any of these songs from the late 50s into the early 60s. So he says, I sincerely hope you enjoy the 2026 version. Please let me know what you think. And if you have a chance, my email is at the bottom of the website, but you can go to www.vocalgroupharmony.com/TCD. That is the Time Capsule Discoveries. And there's 2 shows there. They're about 40 minutes each. And he mentions Johnny G. I'm really honored that he does. And there's not many shows that he watches, but I mean, he tells me that I remind him of his buddy, Tom. So Joe is really a nice guy. I communicate with him often. And I met him through George Doowop Tompkins, who is my mentor, really. But anyway, I wanted to say that for Joe. So you should check it out if you can. But he gave me the idea to do this Battle of the Songs, and we're going to do this with this song. I'm not going to play the original of this tune because I feature it often here on the program. But the original was done by the Students back in 1958. They did a song called I'm So Young, came out on the Note label. You may have it on the Checker label or maybe even the Yargo label from 61. But it was covered by a couple of groups. We're going to have a guy group, and then we're going to have a girl, and we're going to play them back to back. But let me tell you what is up first. And this is actually a request for listener David Fields, as he knows a lot about the groups, as does Big Dave Swinger, about the groups out of Louisville, Kentucky. And this group was really big in Louisville, Kentucky. They recorded for labels like Tilt and Jam, and also Capitol Records and Soundstage 7. This is their first of 2 on Ray Allen and Jack Sanders' Tilt label, which was also out of Louisville, Kentucky. And this, as I mentioned, was first done by the Students, but the first one I'm featuring is by the Trendells. Okay, the Trendells. It features Paul Penny on lead, and this is a request for David Fields. Came out in February of 61, and we're going to hear their rendition of I'm So Young, and we're going to follow it up with this gal who was discovered by Johnny Madera and David White. Okay, and this is on Bob Martucci's Chancellor record. This is her 3rd release on the Chancellor label, and she's being backed up on this one by Danny and the Juniors. They're providing the backup on this, and this one did chart regionally, number 35 on WNON out of York, Pennsylvania. The follow-up is by Maureen Gray. Maureen Gray from January 62 on Chancellor, her rendition of the tune, I'm So Young. So you can take your pick. Up first, the Trendells from February 61 for David Fields. Their rendition of the tune, I'm So Young. Here you go.
She says I'm her only one.
Okay, folks, there you go. That is the Battle of the Songs. You heard a male group there. That was actually a guy on lead trying to sound like the Leroy King. He was the lead singer. Of course, it was Kitty Lead originally. But we first heard for David Fields in Louisville, Kentucky, a group from Louisville, Kentucky, February 61, the Trendells on Tilt, I'm So Young. And then we followed it up with Maureen Gray. Maureen Gray from January 62 on the Chancellor label, I'm So Young, being backed up by Danny and the Juniors. That was Johnny G's bonus pick. Anyway, as we continue here for a Sunday evening, thank you all for being here. I'll be back on Wednesday, so get your soul requests in. I got some emails today. I didn't get a chance to answer them. I had to check on one of the records if I had it. I know one I did not. The other two I had, but I forget the name of the group. But anyway, let us continue. We are in 1962 now, and let's fill a flip side request for Comic Detective in our YouTube chat. And as we go to the Bethlehem record label, which I think it's not Sid Nathan's. We got to change it. Not Sid Nathan. He sold this label to Star Day Records. Okay, got out of the business, sold the label. But this is a quintet of. I played them last week. The Ascots. We played it for Comic Detective. The side I played last week was She Did. Okay, yes, she did. But we got the flip side for Comic Detective tonight. This is from November of 62. They're called the Ascots. This is on Bethlehem. It's called Hip Talk. Here you go, Comic Detective, for you, the Ascots.
Yeah, yeah, talk, yeah, yeah, talk, yeah, yeah, talk, yeah, yeah, talk, well, yeah, talk, yeah, yeah, talk, yeah, yeah, talk, yeah, yeah, talk, well, yeah, talk, yeah, yeah, talk, yeah, yeah, talk, yeah, yeah, talk, well,
Dig my man, let me hip to a tail. I went to a jam that was square and frail. Well, all the bras had their nose in the air. They tried to walk too soon. Man was a square, so I caught me a shot of a dirty bird and heard the lamest sounds I had ever heard. They were yakety, 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 talk, yeah, yeah, talk, like a yogi baby. Talk, yeah, talk, like a yakety, 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 talk, yeah, talk. Well, they had Elvis Presley all shook up. They played Bacon Fat and Buttercup. Well, then came a broad who tried to rap a little game, but the rap she rapped, man, sure was lame. She said, dig my man, what's the haps? I said, cool it, baby, I didn't come to yap, I come to yakety, 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 whoa, swing out, talk, yeah, talk, with yakety, 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 whoa, talk, yeah, talk, like I'm a yakety, 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 whoa, talk, yeah, talk, well, I came to set to cop me a deal, not a square like you, but a big wheel. I got bread in my pocket, about a million one. I cop the diamonds broad and I have some fun. So dig, babe, I'll catch you later, cause my talk is only for a cool potato who'll go yakety, 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 whoa, talk, talk, yeah, talk, with a yakety, 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 whoa, talk, yeah, yeah, talk, well, like a hold me, don't let me go. How is that? Talk, yeah, talk, well, talk, swing out, talk, yeah, talk.
Okay, there you go. Hip Talk. That one there going out to a Comic Detective in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Ascots, November 1962. We played the flip side last week. She Did. Okay, but We're not having any hip talk here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That's on the Bethlehem record label. Here's a bonus track that Johnny G added. Interesting thing is, so Surik calls me up one day, and he just went to the Allentown show, and he was at Lou Haggis's table, okay, and he just decided Lou Haggis had this thing called bootlegs. He called them bootlegs. Of course, the two records he picks out of the bootleg thing are the Destinations, okay, the Destinations on Fortune, okay. That's not an easy that's a hard record to find. And this record, and he charged him $3. Of course, and there was another one. I think it was Sandy Powell, Bon Bon. Those three records. He got that one a little bit more expensive, but of course he calls me up and he says, Johnny, do you need these records? Of course I needed the Destinations. It's a long time ago. And this one, which he cut me some slack on the price here, okay, but it was still a lot. It wasn't $3. Why don't you add 2 zeros to it, all right? So he sold me this. But I like this record a lot. I really do. And this is a bonus track here that Johnny G picked. As this group is out of, we'll say Hackensack, New Jersey. Don Folletti, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, but this group included Eddie Bryan, Wesley Cook, Clinton Davis, Joe Pascuzzo, I used to buy records from. Unfortunately, he passed away. And lead singer on this, his name is Dicky Harmon. Okay, and collectively they were known as the Connotations. And this is on the Technicord record label. The Off Keys are on this label also, I think. But this is on the Technicord label. This is the B-side, but I like the B-side better than the up-tempo side. The tune written by Eddie Bryan. And this comes both on red vinyl. My black vinyl I got from Jeff Beckman. I think I bought his copy. But this is a nice mint copy on the red vinyl from 1962, a bonus track, The Connotations on Technicord Records. It's called Before I Go. Here you go, The Connotations.
Before I go,
Yeah, bonus tracks here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. They're called the Connotations. Connotations there. Dicky Harmon is on lead. He's a Facebook friend. He's on Facebook. He is 1962. That's on the Technicord record label, Before I Go. We're almost finished here, Before I Go. Got a couple more requests here we need to get to. Let's fill a request for listener John Cummins. Let's go to Philadelphia, PA now for this group. They had two releases on Stephen Titarello's Rello label. Rello Records out of Philadelphia, and they are Richie and the Royals. Now, Richie is really Richie Benatti, okay? Now, this song is a cover tune, Charlene. You didn't know that. This tune, Be My Girl, was done by, is it Tony and the Twilights? I think they did it. I don't know if they were Tony and the Twilights or just the Twilights first, but it was first done by them, of course, okay, because she's got... a tune written by Joseph Parolo and Robert Finazzo. And but Richard would later join Anthony and the Sophomores, who were also the Twilighters, okay? The information isn't here. But anyway, this is from October of 1962. It's a cover tune. Richie and the Royals on Rello Records, going out to John Cummins. It's called Be My Girl. Here you go, John, for you, Richie and the Royals. That's October 62 release there for Richie and the Royals doing the... Charlene's on Red Top Records. You can check. First done by not Anthony and the Sophomores, but maybe Tony and the Twilights or Twilighters. It may be on Jalen, possibly. You got maybe Jalen. I'm getting confused. Those red labels out of Philadelphia, they kind of like... mess my eyes up. But anyway, there you go. Richie and the Royals. Richie Benatti on lead. Their second release on the Rello label. Be My Girl is the name of the tune. I hope you'll be Johnny G's listeners going forward. And if you do have a request for a future Vinyl Treasure show, please email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Some of my regulars type them on my YouTube page, but I got to go search for them and copy them. But let us continue. Let's move into 1963 now and fill a request for Ronnie Sherman. Let's go out to Long Beach, California now. This group first recording for the Combo label. Okay, really? But what were they known as? Really? Oh, yes. The first recording for the combo label as the Debonires. Okay. They would sign with Lou Bedell's Dore label out of Hollywood, California. And this song written by B.J. Hunter, a.k.a. Lou Bedell. And wait a minute. This group called the Debonires released this in 62. Okay. So this song, I didn't know that because if I should have this. Well, he said the Jades. That's why. That's because Ronnie called it the Jades. But evidently this comes out as the Debonires release also, which I would, I'll give you $1 a donut. I have it. But came out in November of 62 originally. But this version, because I collect this label, okay, came out in October of 63. These are the Jades, but with a different flip, of course. So this was like the throwaway B-side. That's how it was. The members of this group were David Kelly, Joe Spyiells, he was the tenor and piano, Willie Hootie Mivin, Bobby Miles, the bass, and the lead singer on this, his name is Arthur Holly. He's the lead from October 63. These are the Jades / Debonires. It's called Hold Back the Dawn. Here you go, Ronnie, for you, the Jades.
Hold back the dawn. Don't let this day start. My baby's gone away with my heart. Oh, please let me sleep. Dear Lord, I pray. I'm hurting too deep to face this day. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? What did I say? What did I say? To make that a girl run away. No happy tomorrow. Now that she's gone, there'll just be sorrow. So hold back the dawn. Hold back the dawn, and don't let this day start. Because you see, my baby's gone, away with my heart. So please let me sleep, dear Lord. This I pray, for I'm hurting much too deep to face this day. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? What did I say? What did I say? To make that a girl run away. No happy tomorrow. Now that she's gone, there'll just be sorrow. So hold back the dawn.
That one there going out to listener Ronnie Sherman. That's like the second time around for that. Originally came out as the Debonires on the Dore label, and then it came out as the Jades. I have it both ways because I'm a completist, folks. That one there from October 63 for this release, Hold Back the Dawn is the name of the tune. And to address Carrie Bear in the chat room, there are like 900 archive videos on my YouTube wall. So this show will automatically post. It won't have the chat in there yet, unless I haven't seen the copyright police out, knock on wood, tonight to block the tunes. And I played some hits tonight too. I really did. But there's lots of videos on there of the songs that I play. Okay, this is our third show of the week. We do a live show 3 nights a week on Wednesday night, beginning at 9 p.m., and then Saturday and Sunday from the bowl at 9 to midnight. The Sunday show goes a little bit longer, but I broke out the Saturday night show because it was getting too long for me. It wasn't fair to play Tommy Albergo's record at 3 o'clock in the morning. And he has the last record of the night tonight, too, by the way. But you see how much earlier it is. I'm almost done with the show, folks. Tomorrow is a work day for some of you. But yeah, the archives are there, so you can check them out. You should subscribe to my YouTube page. That is important, so you get notifications. There's a drop down that you click, and you want to receive all notifications. You'll get an email. Some people don't, but that's because you have to ask for the notifications. And then I post the show up on my YouTube wall, so like a coming attraction. I will not be here next Sunday, but because it's Easter Sunday, we got plans, but I will be here Monday night. So we'll do part 2 on Monday evening. Let's continue. Got a couple more records to play here, and we play the records by year. Here we are in 1963 now, as we fill a request for Paul Michelle. This group hails from Elizabeth, New Jersey. Okay, and the group included Benny Troy, Frank Silcoli, Tommy Orsini, and this is their only release on the Roman Press label. Bought this when Louis Silvani had the Times Square Records in Dobbs Ferry. He tried to put records on the wall. Of course, they were up. You had to turn your head all the way up to see the records at the top. I said, well, I'll take that one way up there. I'm like, you getting on a ladder to get this record? And that's what they did. But this song is a cover tune. This was originally done by a group called the Desires on the Hull label back in 1959. But this one features 16-year-old Benny Troy on lead. And let's see. And this one from 1963, they're called the Revels, R-E''VELLS. The Revels on Roman Press. Let's give a listen to their rendition of Let It Please Be You. This is going out to listener Paul Michelle. Here you go, Paul. The Revels.
If there's someone that I want, let it please be you. If there's someone that I need, let it please be you. Darling, I will love, I'm in need for you. I plead to you, I'm in need for you. If there's someone that I want, let it please be you. If there's someone that I need, let it please be you. Darling, I will know I love you so. I'm in need for a girl. You're in need for a boy. She's in need for a boy. Let's put our needs together. Then maybe we'll need each other. If there's someone that I love, let it please be you. If there's someone that I need, let it please be you. Darling, I will know I love you so. If there's someone that I love, let it please be you.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Paul Michelle. Okay, 1963, the Revels, R-E''VELLS, on the Roman Press record label. Okay, the group out of Elizabeth, New Jersey, their rendition of the tune Let It Please Be You. Now, that's 16-year-old Benny Troy. Of course, he would have some cool Northern Soul singles, okay? I forget, Benny Troy and the Mays, I think, was the name of the group. I think, what was it? Woodman something was the name of the song on Sock It To Me Records. You can hear that on a Wednesday night show. But let us continue. 2 more records to go before we sign off here. This is a flip side request from actually the Soul Show. I featured this group from Trenton, New Jersey, which included Frank Mancuso of the Imaginations. They were called the Cordons, Cordons. We played that for David Milford, a great soul record, called, what was it called? Is She the One? Is She the One was the side I played. But the flip side is like, that was for the soul guys and gals. The flip side is on the doo-wop side, and this is for Adrian. You asked me about this record, Adrian. This is a cover of a tune done by the Drifters. The Drifters sang this song originally, but this one released in 1963. It features Leroy Parham on lead. Here are the Cordons on Row Records, and their rendition of the tune, Some Kind of Wonderful, the Drifters song. Tell me what you think, Adrian. Here you go.
All you have to do is touch my hand and show me you understand. And something happens to me that's some kind of wonderful. Anytime my little world seems blue, I just have to look at you, and everything seems to be some kind of wonderful. I know I can't express this feeling of tenderness. There's so much I wanna say, but the right words won't come my way. I only know when I'm in your embrace. This world is a happy place, and everything seems to be some kind of wonderful. I just want to tell you one thing, little girl. When days are dark and all things seem as though they're about to come to an end, darling, I can search my very soul, darling, and find a fire that I've never felt before. I realize that I'm just a shy guy, little girl, and I can't tell you all of the things that I really want to tell you. But I know that deep down in my heart, I love you so very, very much. And I want you to know, baby, I know I can't express this feeling of tenderness. There's so much I want to say, but the right words won't come my way. Only knowing I'm in your embrace. This world is a happy place, and everything seems to be some kind of wonderful. And
Cover tunes here on the Vinyltreasure Show. And there you go. We'll send that one out to Adrian Viterbo. Those are the Cordons. The Cordons doing the Drifters tune on the Row record label, Some Kind of Wonderful. Not easy to find that record. That is a lot of people looking for that record for both sides of that 45. Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyltreasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool tunes out of my collection. If you need to, or would you like to make a request of a song that Johnny G has, got to fit the format of the show, not like the Mamas and the Papas as somebody wanted to play here. I'm not playing Mamas and the Papas here. I'm not doing that. But you can hear that on regular radio. Listen, don't get me wrong. I like the Mamas and the Papas, okay? but it's not for this show. But you can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number. And again, I'm happy to feature your request here, give you a shout out here. I have a passion for the music, if you can't tell, but it's a labor of love for your host, Johnny G here. So I'm glad to bring you this program 3 times a week, maybe 4, but not till the first week in April. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And thank you, Charlene. Charlene is my administrative assistant. She's silent in the chat room, but I have a lot of great people that help me with the program. I really want to thank you all, those of you that helped promote this program and get me over 4,000 subscribers. So I have to thank everybody for that. And all the great emails. Got lots of listeners all over the world that tune into the program. So thank you. I know a lot of you can't listen, or it gets too late and you have to go. But I didn't want to be here for hours and hours to do that, because even for me, I got things to do tomorrow. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for that. We're going to close the show tonight with a request for Tommy Albergo. This is released in January of '64. Now, this group is from Queens, New York. Okay, and this is on the Lori label. It's a cool label. They had nice vinyl too. And the members of the group, they were James Davis. Now, he previously recorded with a group called the Sunbeams on the Herald and also on the Acme label. 2 great records that you have heard here on the program. Alfred and Ernest Seaman, Clayton Williams, and the lead singer on this, his name is Al Mickens. Collectively, they were known as the Orients. It's a great 2-sided 45 too. This is the up-tempo side. Okay, this group would later record as the Gents on the Times Square label. But our closer tonight is from January '64 on Lori Records, going out to listener Tommy Albergo in our chat room. Here are the Orients, and the song is called Shouldn't I? Well, shouldn't I leave? Yes, I should. So thank you all for being here. Want everybody to have a safe and happy week, and hope to see some of you on Wednesday evening right here for the Soul Show. If not, I'll see you next Saturday night at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube, and we'll be on Oldies and More Radio on Wednesday night and also on Saturday, but not so much here on the Sunday. All right, everybody, just want to say so long. Here you go, Tommy Albergo, for you. Here are the Orients. Shouldn't I? All right, folks, so long.
Say bye-bye, telling me why couldn't I have a right to cry to you? Now why couldn't I have a right to cry when you say bye-bye? You better tell me why couldn't I have a right to cry to you? Well, we used to be so happy, we used to be so gay. Now that you're gone and left me, I cry most every day. Yeah, why couldn't I have a right to cry? Say bye-bye, tell me why couldn't I have a right to cry for you? Yeah, girl, get it, boy, yeah, baby, come and work with me. Have a right to cry when we say bye-bye.